Student, I am Radhika Sharma from Naini Public School, Naini Allahabad. Today we will study about biology, chapter number 1, life process and nutrition. All living organisms range from simplest unicellular form to highly complex form like man himself. In spite of the diversity in shape, size and organization of living organisms, they all perform similar life processes such as movement, growth, nutrition, etc. Living organisms move and grow. We tend to think that some sort of movement, either growth related or not, as common evidence of being alive, but a plant that is not visibly growing is still alive. So, using the visible movement as the defining characteristic of life is not enough. Movement over a very small scale will be invisible to the naked eye. Example, movement of molecules. Living organisms are organized. Living organisms are well organized structure. They have tissues and tissues have cells. Cells have molecules in them and so on. Due to the effect of environment, they organize themselves in order of nature of living structure in very likely to keep breaking down over time. If this order breaks down, no organism will no longer be alive. So living creature must keep respiring and maintaining their structure. In the case of single cell organism, no specific organ of taking is food, exchange of gases or removal of waste is needed because the entire surface of the organism is in contact with the environment. Nutrition, respiration, circulation and excretion are the essential processes of maintaining life. Third, living organisms show metabolism, the phenomenon of various chemical reactions that involve in the life process is called metabolism, and these activities are metabolic. These activities characterized in two types: anabolic activities and catabolic activities. The phenomenon of constructive activities, during which simple compounds are converted into complex ones by the use of energy, is called anabolism. The phenomenon of destructive activities, during which complex body material are broken into simple ones by the release of energy, is called catabolism. Here is a chart which I have made to show you that it is a body. On the top is catabolism. There is C6H12O6 plus C6O respiratory enzymes. The product which comes is CO2 and H2O. Here is the organ, complex food, digestive enzyme, digestive food and cell membrane. Here is the anabolism, the energy. Simple molecules of food are converted into complex one, and what they here is use molecules, use muscles for contraction, nerve impulse, conduction movement, etc. Okay, so here is fourth one. Living organism require food to perform this metabolic activities. The living organism required energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Living organisms take food by the process we commonly call nutrition. The living organism also called additional raw material from outside of the growth, reproduction and respire replacement of worn out tissues. Since life on Earth depends on carbon based molecule, most of these food sources are also carbon based. Fifth, living organisms respire. The different term of food taken by different organisms contain stored energy. It is called chemical or bond of potential energy. The oxidation of glucose so as to release energy by living organism is called respiration. 6. Living organisms need transportation. The entire surface of unicellular organism is in contact with the environment. In them, taking in food, exchange of gases or removal of waste take place through the general body surface. In multicellular organism, all the cell may not be directed connect with surrounding environment. In multicellular organism, various body parts have specialized in the function they perform. The uptake of food and the oxygen will also be function of a specialized tissue. This situation creates a need for transportation system for carrying food and oxygen from one place to another in body. 7. Living organisms create metabolic waste. The removal of metabolic waste, excess of salt and excess of water is called excretion. In multicellular organisms, special organs are present for this purpose. They are transported from body cells to the excretory organ. 8. Living organisms need control and coordination. To control and coordinate all these activities, multicellular organisms have developed nerve system and endocrine system. 9th, living organisms reproduce. To produce progeny of their own kind or for the continuity and multiplication of their race to what we call reproduction. Here we have studied the 5 parts of a living being. The first was living organisms move and grow. Second was living organisms are organized. Third was living organisms show metabolism. Fourth was living organisms require food. Fifth was living organism. Sixth was living organism need transportation. Seventh was living organism excrete metabolic waste. Eighth was living organism need control and coordination, and ninth was living organism need to be reproduced. Now we will study about nutrition. Energy is the capacity to do work. Every living organism need energy to carry out various metabolic activities. The sum total of all processes starting and taking the food up to the ability of the food cells for the utilization is called nutrition. Food, the combination of various organic and inorganic substances in a definite proportion which is capable of providing matter and energy for various metabolic activities is called food. It is a definition of food, that what is food means we should include that we have organic and inorganic both substance in our diet and in a proper equal proportion, which will help us to get matter and have energy to do various type of work. Reason for requirement of food for organism. First is energy, that why should we need food. So first is energy. Second is respire and displacement of wound, means if we get infected by any type of wound, so it will get repair. C is growth. D reproduction. E formation of organic substance, and F resistance against disease. Classification of food. Various food components of foods such as carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins, fat, minerals, etc. that help the living organism in carry out their metabolic activities are called nutrients. Nutrients are categorized into 3 types. First is energy yielding food. Component of food that provide energy. Example, carbohydrates and fat. B. Bodybuilding foods. Help us to repair and replacement of worn out tissues, growth and reproduction. It includes protein. And protective food helps in protective the body from deficiency diseases. It includes vitamins and minerals. Here is a short chart which I have prepared. The nutrients, the food group, and the food that we eat, and from which food we get this type of food group. First is energy giving food. Energy giving food we can eat to get energy is rice, wheat, potato, sugar, ghee and oil. Bodybuilding foods are milk, egg, meat, fish, dal, gram and soya bean. Protective foods are green leafy vegetables, brinjal, beans and fruits. Here is a chart of various modes of nutrition. First is nutrition, and second is its 2 parts, autotrophic and heterotrophic. What are autotrophic? Organisms synthesize food from inorganic raw material, and heterotrophic organisms obtain food synthesized by other organisms, means it prepares its own food, and heterotrophic get food from other one. Here is an example of autotrophic is photosynthesis. Energy for food synthesis comes from sunlight. An example is most plant and some algae and bacteria. And here heterotrophic has 3 parts: holozoic, saprotrophic and parasitic. What is holozoic? Eating solid food. Here is an example: human beings and bacteria. B. Saprophytic. Saprotrophic are feeding on dead and decaying plant and animals, means it get its food from dead organisms. Here is an example: fungi and some bacteria. Parasitic, feeding on living animals and plant, means it feed on a living object. Here is an example: ascaris, lichen, lukewarm, bodiless, cascasa, etc. Autotrophic nutrition in plant is photosynthesis, the process by which green plants synthesize their food from CO2 and H2O in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. Oxygen is involved and released in the atmosphere as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Stomata are tiny pores for the process of synthesis. Large amount of water can also be lost through these stomata. The opening and closing of the pore is a function of guard cell.